I'm Chris Lawrence in Dallas with the headlines from North Texas. Fort Worth ISD is launching a new plan to fix struggling schools as it tries to satisfy the TEA and avoid a state takeover. Scoop Jefferson has an update on what's planned.
I just met with Fort Worth ISD Superintendent Dr. Karen Molinar about her plans to fix 7 schools that are underperforming. Now, those are the schools that are putting the district at risk of a state takeover. After one of the campuses received a failing TEA rating for the 5th year in a row, Dr. Molinar is waiting to learn her district's fate from Commissioner Mike Morath. He visited several campuses 3 weeks ago to meet with teachers and principals and to get a firsthand look at campuses struggling with overall performance. Just in the past year alone, under Dr. Molinar's leadership, some campus ratings improved. But under state law, schools with consecutive failing ratings require state intervention. So Molinar is in the middle of telling multiple campuses they will go under the TEA's resource campus model for the 26-27 academic school year. That means having schools with 50% of teachers with certified training, which also means some employees reapplying for their jobs.
All of the administrative staff, principals, assistant principals, will also have to reapply. Some of the benefits is that there are requirements for additional resources and staff that is required for a designated resource campus. So those campuses will actually get additional staff members who will also be compensated strategically. Now, of course, our custodians are not going to need to reapply. Some of our front office staff, we're really looking at the certified positions.
Here are the 7 schools Dr. Molinar says will go under the TEA Resource Model Campus Plan, where educators will have to reapply for their jobs. Now, she also plans to share the names of these schools and details with parents, with students at these campuses. Her presentation to the school board here at district headquarters is scheduled for September 23rd. In Fort Worth, I'm Scoop Jefferson.
Wednesday was Police Chief Eddie Garcia's first day on the job in Fort Worth, and he's tackling the new role with 2 priorities in mind: taking violent criminals off the streets and building trust with the community. Chief Garcia had been serving as the assistant city manager in Austin and got choked up putting on his uniform at the swearing in. The Fort Worth Fire Department provided an update on a firefighter badly injured on the job a couple weeks ago. Caleb Halverson is undergoing major complications right now. Doctors say his burns are deeper than initially thought, and it's led to a serious infection and a second skin graft. Every morning brings more pain. Nurses have to clean Halverson's burns, and then he goes through intense physical therapy. And if that's not enough, he's going through this miles away from his newborn son, who's still in the NICU. The department says it's seen an outpouring of support from across Texas and around the world. This family is going through a lot, and if you'd like to help them, we provided a link to the GoFundMe at WFAA.com. A couple thought they'd picked the perfect venue for their wedding reception in Fort Worth, but after they put down a deposit, it abruptly closed. They told Brittany Costello they're out thousands of dollars right now, and it left them scrambling to find a replacement before the big day.
It has an upscale look.
It was really beautiful.
With a price tag that was perfect.
We thought it was the best bang for our buck.
Megan Courtney and Scott Holmes got engaged last year. Despite living in Houston, they picked Pinstripes in Fort Worth to host their wedding next month.
We got to a point to where we were like done. Like we were done paying for things.
The chapel was booked, vendors ready to. With 30 days to go, she started mapping her trip from her Airbnb to Pinstripes. That's when she noticed the words, permanently closed.
I came home and I thought someone had passed away. I was like, what's happening? And she explained it through tears, and it was my stomach just sank.
People have been stopping by all day. There are no signs on the doors, but everything is locked up. Pinstripes officials confirmed last week that it closed its Fort Worth location after filing for bankruptcy, saying the decision to close was to strengthen its financial foundation. Pinstripes' website lists other open locations, but Courtney hasn't been able to reach anyone. They just gave this email from management saying they can no longer host their event. Pinstripes hasn't responded to our requests either.
We can't even get our money back. We called the bank And it's been longer than 2 months since we paid them.
The $2,000 they saved up to put down is gone. She had to scrap the details on the wedding invitations she already sent out. And she knows she's not the only bride in this boat.
This is our hard-earned money that we've given y'all, and y'all have other businesses open. So like in my mind, I feel like you have the means to do right.
Yeah.
And they're just not.
In Fort Worth, I'm Brittany Costello.
The doctors and nurses at Methodist Dallas deliver thousands of babies a year, but few arrive quite like this one. Camila Mendoza's parents raced to the hospital, but when they pulled up to the entrance, she was already on the way. Luis Mendoza says the baby's head was crowning and he started delivering his daughter himself as staff members rushed over to help. The family just marked what would have been Camila's due date by going back to Methodist to say thank you and show off their little blessing. Well, the competition is heating up among grocery stores, with each one trying to one-up the other. Janelle Ford shows us how shopping's gone from something you had to do to an overall experience.
Step into any DFW Central Market through September 23rd, and you'll feel less like you're in Texas and more like you've landed in Munich.
Some great sausages, pretzels, and German beer.
For 2 weeks, shoppers can take a culinary trip through Germany, complete with tasting strolls and cooking classes.
Our favorite is this bee sting cake filled with a very velvety cream custard.
Plus, plenty of Oktoberfest favorites.
So I have German roots, and so I love all the food. I'm a big foodie.
This isn't just about schnitzel, though.
Can be used for brunch, can be used for breakfast, can be used for dinner.
Across North Texas, grocers are battling for your business. Everyone from Kroger,
providing something that's new and unique that customers may not have seen before when they walk in the door,
to Tom Thumb, Sprouts, H-E-B, and more.
all of us are pushing the envelope on the offerings that we can have.
For Dallas Central Market GM Manoli Katsimakhalis, that means leaning into hard-to-find cultural experiences, like these annual passport events.
We transformed the store, as you've already seen, to a market. We're celebrating our country, the food, the product, the authenticity, the art, the culture. We do everything. Food is just the excuse.
And it's an all-in effort.
I don't think anybody else can do what we do here. No offense to anybody.
From the woman manning the meat market,
I be the sausage meister.
and you are from Germany,
I'm from Germany, Cologne.
to the Texas German art brought in from Austin.
His name is Charles Umlauf, U-M-L-A-U-F, and we brought a number of his sculptures here.
Customers notice the detail.
When you come here, you're going to enjoy everything that you're spending your money on.
And that's what matters most. Because in one of the most competitive grocery markets in the country, grocers know they have to work hard to earn every buck. In Dallas, I'm Janelle Ford.
Who would have believed we'd actually get excited about going to the grocery store? And those are your headlines from North Texas.